Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 211. We're going to be talking about a sauropod dinosaur today, and that sauropod dinosaur is Sonorasaurus. And so this is the best artist illustration I can find of Sonorasaurus. It does look a little bit like Brachiosaurus, but I'll get to that. I'll get to more of that in a little bit. So let's actually talk about some information about Sonorasaurus. So some information about Sonorasaurus. The name Sonorasaurus means Sonora lizard. Its length is 49 feet or 15 meters, height 26 feet or 8 meters. The weight is unknown. It lived 112 to 93 million years ago in the Cretaceous period, so it's kind of in that range of the early and late Cretaceous time periods. And the fossils are found in Arizona of the United States, in the state of Arizona in the United States, and it was described by paleontologist named Reykjavik in 1998. So this dinosaur was discovered in the 90s and was described in the late 90s. So let's continue on. And so here we have a map of the United States on the left, and where you see the border of red right there, where I have where I've bordered the state of Arizona. So it's this uh, orange state right here in the southwestern part of the United States, and the fossils of Sonorasaurus are found in southern Arizona, and so the Sonorasaurus, where it's found is in the Sonoran Desert. That's why you get the name Sonorasaurus, and so that's how you get its name. And so yeah, southern Arizona is where the fossils are found of Sonorasaurus. And here's a size chart of Sonorasaurus, so it looks a lot like Brachiosaurus. This is just a good estimation right there. And then here is the skeletal uh, diagram here of, or the skeletal image of Sonorasaurus. And you can see not a lot of this dinosaur has been found. So there's very fragmentary fossils. You have a complete forearm and front foot and basically complete front feet, partial hips, partial legs, and you got some bits of the base of the tail here for some of the vertebrae, some ribs, and you got a couple of thoracic vertebrae and even base vertebrae of the neck, and some fragmentary bits of the neck vertebrae. So not much of this dinosaur has been found. And let's continue on. More information about Sonorasaurus. It is part of the Sauropoda family, so it's a sauropod, and it belongs to the Brachiosauridae family so far. There's still a little bit of debate of whether or not Sonorasaurus belongs in the Brachiosauridae family, but so far, right now, it is in the Brachiosauridae family. And typical anatomy bits of Sonorasaurus. It has a long neck, like all sauropods do. Long front limbs, like all brachiosaurids. It actually has long front limbs, somewhat shorter back limbs, and or hind limbs, so to speak. And it has a short tail. All brachiosaurids have a short tail. Camarasaurus is not a brachiosaurid. Just have everybody have a little bit of a reminder there. Camarasaurus is not part of the Brachiosauridae family. It belongs to its own group. And so, anyway, Sonorasaurus, like all brachiosaurids, have teeth designed to rip leaves and branches off of trees, small branches, not really large branches, but small branches. And so, and it also would have stones in its stomach, like all sauropods do, and even because like birds do this as well, swallow stones, so that way the the stones sit in the stomach and help grind up the vegetation, grind up their food, uh, like uh, like most sauropods do. And when they do need more stones, they'll swallow more, of course, because some of their stones do get uh, get be pushed out of the digestive system and be left in their droppings or their poop, or otherwise we call the fossilized poop as coprolites. And Sonosaurus is a herbivore, like I mentioned before. Like it rips leaves and branches off of trees because it has that long neck, and it has that, and it's more like the sauropods that reach up higher into the trees because they want to take advantage of the leaves and some of the other stuff that is in the trees a little bit higher up. The environment in which Sonosaurus lived in would have been warm and humid. There would have been wet and dry seasons. There would have been plenty of trees, ferns, cycads, and flowers, and there was no grass. There would have been plenty of rivers, lakes, and ponds at that point in time, and there would have been plenty of insects, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, avian dinosaurs, which we call birds, pterosaurs, and of course, non-avian dinosaurs, which is typical dinosaurs that we all know and love. Now, there's possible predators that were around there too that Sonosaurus had to deal with. Possibly Utahraptor, Sea or Acrocanthosaurus. But just to remind everyone, where the rock formation that Sonosaurus is found in is in the Turney Ranch Formation, and no predatory dinosaurs have been found yet in this rock formation. So Sonosaurus is the only one in this rock formation that fossils of this animal of fossils have been found. So this is so maybe it's because maybe the Turney Ranch Formation is not well studied, and also it needs to have a little bit more expeditions. But we'll see what happens in further research in terms of Sonosaurus and what type of ecosystem that was around in southern Arizona at that point in time. The extinction of Sonosaurus would have mostly been due to climate change. The western interior seaway was expanding, so some parts of Arizona were beginning to get flooded, but by the sea, and then the plants disappeared, and then more likely scenario here is because sauropod populations were in decline around that point in time in the Cretaceous period. So right when the late Cretaceous began, this is when sauropod populations really dipped. You still had some titanosaurs that were still around, and mostly in the southern hemisphere, and even parts of Africa, and even Europe and Asia. And so the titanosaurs didn't fully get to North America until really late in the Cretaceous period. So, yeah, so sauropods were in deep decline at that point in time in the Cretaceous period, right around 112, right around 93 million years ago. And here's a map of the late Cretaceous of the last possible time of where Sonosaurus lived in, and you can see where the western part of North America is. It's split up. It's separated from the eastern part of North America, and the parts of Arizona would have been flooded by the western interior seaway, and so this is probably when Sonosaurus was on its last legs, or otherwise maybe it was pretty much on it, like I said, just like on its last legs, but it probably did have a couple of members of its species like still roaming around. It's just that it just probably had to be in a niche where it could actually live in, and of course have the treetops to itself. But of course, the plants were starting to evolve enough to be able to deter sauropods away. And the next episode will be on August 17th, 2023, and there'll be an extra episode, and I'll be talking about the paper that came out recently. That came not recently, came out earlier this year about T-Rex being 70% bigger. So I'll talk about that paper. I'll give my thoughts about it. Is there really good science behind it, and all that sorts of stuff. So I'll let you guys know if it's a good paper or not. And but it will probably still be a decent paper no matter what. But anyway, you can still send me questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinocrest71@gmail.com, or as well on my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts of Dinocrest. Like the page, you should post your questions in the comment section. Please put them on the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers for private conversations. So please put your questions in the comment section. And for you YouTubers out there, like the video, subscribe to the channel. According to my analytics, a lot of you guys are checking out my channel, not subscribed yet. So please feel free to hit that subscribe button, and also hit that like button. Hit the like button on every single video that comes out, because how the YouTube algorithm works, the more likes the video has, the more likely it gets spread out to people that are interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, geology in general. So that way people can get to see these videos and hopefully get to check out my channel and all that sort of stuff. And also share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. Feel free to do so. And also hit that notification bell so that way you can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. So just so you know, I put out videos weekly. And also for you YouTubers out there, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section because I do read them all. Your questions do mean a lot on the Q&A episodes, and all of you that are sending me questions via email, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys are awesome. Keep up giving me some great questions and those for the Q&A episodes, and you guys are awesome for doing that. And make sure you keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I'll post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Threads on the same type of link right there, dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of the people around you, and also for your younger people out there, make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. And I know for many of you that are checking out my videos, school is coming up, so make sure that you get all your supplies and make sure you have all the supplies you need, and also teachers do need some support. So support your teachers and give them some love right here. So all you teachers out there, I appreciate you. You guys do some great work. So keep up the great work and good shout out to all the teachers out there. And little side note here, so on August 22nd will be the T-Rex 101 event at the Marathon County Library in Wausau, Wisconsin. So if you can make it to Wausau, Wisconsin on July 22nd from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time, you can actually check out my T-Rex event. So I'll be talking about T-Rex, its relatives, and its features, and what is the latest science saying about the animal. And so please feel free to come on down and check out the event because they will have some actual fossils and more replicas as well about T-Rex and some of its relatives. So please feel free to come on down. You can check it out. So please feel free if you can make it at that point in time, August 22nd, from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you can make it, that'll be great. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.